Happy Saturday, coaches. Hey guys, I just wanted to talk to you for a second. I had something that came up last night and it prompted me to think, you know what? I think we should talk about this in the team page again. I think we've talked about it before, but I think it was just the right little nudge to say, hey, this is probably a good reminder for not only myself, but everybody on the team. So, it's Saturday afternoon. I don't expect that you guys are sitting around in your house waiting for a message from me, but if you are seeing this video afterwards, please take the 5 minutes or so to watch it. I think it will really impact you and your business. Okay, so last night, out of the blue, well, let me just explain, right? So the title of this video is Small Talk. It's an important part of our job as coaches, but this could literally apply to any job, all right? This video context is about coaches. So, number one, I'll say, I know that not everybody enjoys small talk, is good at it, is comfortable with it. Myself personally, I don't like small talking with people in general. Like people I don't know especially, right? People I'm getting to know. Over time, that's basically why, like, all growing up, I had like a really small, close-knit group of friends. Because like once I got to know somebody, it was so much more comfortable. I didn't want to go and like constantly be branching out and like going through that awkward initial conversation stage with a bunch of people. So I made my circle very small. Well, as you know, in network marketing, the whole structure of the business is to make your circle very big, right? By reaching out to new people, establishing a foundation relationship with lots and lots and lots of new people, and training and educating them on how to do the same. Okay? The vehicle that people all over the planet use to get to know other people is small talk. Okay? That is just general, friendly conversation. I heard from a mentor one time that heard from one of his mentors that the best networker he ever knew was this guy who at like a very young age, his dad told him, son, from today onward, every person that you meet, you need to find a way to get their contact information and find a creative way to stay in touch forever, right? And at the time of that book being written, this guy had like 19,000 people that he really knew, stayed in touch with, had a relationship with in his network, right? It's not like he had 19,000 followers on Facebook and, didn't know who they were from the wall. This was people that he creatively kept in touch with all year long, okay? So, I say all that, sorry, not to get like derailed here, but here's what happened. Here's why I'm making this video. Last night, 10 o'clock at night or whatever, I get this random message in my inbox from a girl who used to be a active customer and an active discount coach in my group here. I have not talked to this girl for like 2 years. Shame on me for not being more proactive in reaching out to her. That's why I say this message is a good reminder for me, not only, just for you guys, but also for me as a constant student of this profession. She reached out to me, just super friendly message like, hey, message me back when you have a second. And I was like, oh, cool. Maybe she's got something going on, right? So I did. I was like, hey, how's it going? And within like 1 minute, she sent me this like long thing, thanks for asking. I see you're, I see you're still with Beachbody. And then this long pitch and like 2 videos on her brand new network marketing opportunity that she's involved with Vaseo, which is another health and wellness type of company, I think. I was like, Urgh. I don't know why, but maybe it was just the day, but it really rubbed me the wrong way. And it made me think that so many people approach their initial conversation and messages when they're promoting a network marketing opportunity in that way, right? It's like the asking someone to marry you on the first date kind of thing, right? It doesn't set well. It's weird. It's like awkward. It's off-putting. It can be, and if someone gets like 10 of those messages in a day, it can be really infuriating because you're like, God, does nobody really value and appreciate me as a friend enough to keep in touch when they don't want something from me, right? So that's why I wanted to make this video. I had like this emotional reaction to that message. I didn't send her anything back, but I was like, oh man, that's so annoying. Like, I haven't heard from you in 2 years, and you asked me like one question and then like boom, like explode my inbox with this opportunity. Didn't set well. So it was a good reminder for me that in our job as coaches, as network marketing professionals, it is literally a huge portion of our job to just talk to people, stay in touch, and small talk, right? I know that for me personally, that has always been the portion of our job that seemed the most pointless. I know that sounds awful, right? But it seemed the most pointless. I was like, really? Like, if I could be spending my time sending out invitations to people, why would I spend my time literally just asking people, like, how they're doing? How's their kid? How's their dog? You know, cute dress, where'd you get it? Like, that stuff, I was like, dang, that seems like a waste of time. And then something like what happened last night happens. And I remember, you know, I am personally very unreceptive to people promoting something to me unless I trust, know, and like them. And I don't ever get to know, trust, or like somebody unless we have a person to person conversation. You know, I love it when people talk to me about my dog because I freaking love her to the moon. And so the way to my heart is through food, my pets, you know, funny stuff, right? If somebody doesn't know that about me and they don't approach me through my lens of like being a friend first, I'm 99% of the time not going to be receptive to whatever they have to offer. I probably put up my walls and reject it. So you need to think about your audience potentially having that same mindset and counteract it by being a real friend first. What do friends do? They say happy birthday. They call you up out of the blue. They message you. They take notice of your life first. So what I'm constantly reminding myself of is that as part of our jobs as coaches, it really is a positive, worthwhile investment of your time to take a segment of your day every day and spend it small talking with new people, right? You don't have to, spend all day and, get like sucked into these long conversations, but positively reaching out to people, taking an interest in them before you ever ask them for something, in my opinion, is the approach that works for the long haul. Yes, if you just randomly blast invites to people all day long, you're going to hit a few here and there, but you're also going to probably burn a whole bunch of bridges. My personal advice and opinion is that it is worthwhile every day as part of your power hour, as part of your daily business activities, is to spend some portion of that time sending a positive, how's it going message to 10 people on your friends list. Okay? Scrolling through your news feed and leaving a positive comment on 10 people's posts. Right? Show them some love so that when it comes time for you to ask them for something, like, when I say ask them for something, I don't mean, hey, buy this thing. I mean, ask them for something like, hey, would you take the time to consider joining our challenge group? Or would you take the time to consider becoming a coach, right? You're still asking them for something there. You're asking them for their time and attention to even pay attention to your message over the 10 other ones that they're probably getting bombarded with, right? Put pennies in that friendship loyalty piggy bank as often as you can before you go to make a withdrawal, right? So that's my challenge for you guys on this lovely Saturday. If you're feeling stuck in your business, like uncomfortable, inviting, stalled, in a rut, whatever, my guess is that you have not been putting those small talk pennies in the piggy bank with your market. The more you do that, the more it will feel comfortable to say, hey, you know what? I've been in touch with that person in the last, in more recently than 2 years. I know what's going on in that person's life because I've asked. I know that what they're struggling with because I've been engaged with them. I'm going to invite them to this group because I feel truly that it would help them have a support team, to have something to focus on outside of the drama that's going on in their life, or to have a way to carve off that time for them and their, personal sanity. I know what's going on with them because I've made that effort as a friend to stay in touch. Okay, so I'm going to stop preaching now because I'm sure this is getting long, but I want to challenge you guys, if you feel stuck in your business or not sure where to start to get back on that train of activity in your coaching business, take time today and tomorrow, sit down, pick out 10 people, It could be 100 people, but pick out at least 10 or more and go to their page, write a positive comment on 1 or 2 posts. Then go pick out 10 different people and send them a private message and just say, hey, I know we haven't talked in forever. How are you? What have you got going on this weekend? If you guys are struggling with the wording of how to do these, small talk conversations, I'm going to post some examples in the group that I've been using lately, that I've found very liberating because I can just copy and paste it. Okay, so hopefully this is clear. I know it's Saturday. I probably haven't had enough coffee, but I wanted to get that message out to you guys. Every time something rolls across my lap that rubs me the wrong way, I always try and think of it in the context of how have I potentially done that to someone else, and how have I potentially annoyed them, and what can I do to change my behavior so that I'm not soliciting that reaction in my market, right? Can't control what my friends do when they send me weird stuff in the messenger, but I can control what I do. Okay, so challenge laid down. Pick out 10, go make some positive comments, pick out 10, send them a just friendly message. Be a friend first. Okay? I love you guys. I'm sure you're doing amazing. Talk to you soon.